Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome back again for another snapshot. This is 12W49A for Friday, December 7th. Finally, another snapshot after a few weeks. So the first thing here, this is for Minecraft 1.4.6 and not 1.5 as previously thought. Jeb and the rest of the team wanted to get this stuff out before New Year's for obvious reasons when I talk about the fireworks. And they decided to push this out with a bunch of bug fixes soon. So we'll get this within the next few weeks, and then 1.5 is going to be sometime in January or possibly February. So let's get into the new features. Now before I get into the really new stuff, one cool thing that I have to mention real quick is that map makers can now customize spawners to put any different amount of things spawning in it. So you could have a spawner with creepers and enderman, like one spawner could have a bunch of different stuff. Or you could set up a farm with a bunch of animals spawning of different varieties. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now let's get into the actual new stuff. Now first off is the Nether slabs that you can see, Nether brick slabs right there. Pretty cool stuff. We finally got these. People have been asking for like a year for them. You just take 3 nether brick in a row, craft it to get that, and that's about it for those. Now let's move on to the enchanted books. Now I've got a few here, and they have yellow text as you can see. To do this, you need to have a book, and then walk over to your enchantment table, and you can put any amount of levels that you would normally put into an item like a sword or a pick or whatever, and you will get an enchantment. Now one downfall is that you could get an enchantment for almost anything this way. So this is a sword smite enchantment, but you can get a bunch of different ones. They're actually in the creative inventory. You can check out all of these for armor and weapons, and then these are the 4 tool ones. So basically it's kind of a crapshoot, but the good thing is you can take this and put it on whatever you want. Now I can take my sword here, and I'll put smite on it, and there we go, you can enchant it. It only costs 2 levels to do that. It's pretty cheap, and that way you're not risking your diamond tools or equipment by putting an enchantment on them you don't necessarily want, so you can choose that. And you can also combine them. So I have 2 power enchantment books I got, and if I put those 2 in here, I can get a power 2 enchantment, which is pretty cool. Now the book is used up when you do this. Enchanting any item actually works right now, which I will show you some of this stuff. I've got some crazy things here. I have just messed around with these. I can show you, I have this scuba creeper mask that I put respiration on, so if I change back to survival, you can see if I go underwater, it's actually helping me breathe, even though you're not supposed to be able to enchant the masks. So that's pretty funny. That's a scuba gear that won't protect you, but it will at least keep you from losing it, because it won't break. I also have this power pole here. It's got sharpness. I can spawn some zombies if we set it to night real quick. And basically you can make anything into a diamond sword now, because this sharpness will kill them really quick, and it's just a blaze rod that I did. And then I've got some other funny ones. Let me spawn some more guys here. I've got this this cake here has looting, so I can just get more crap from these zombies. It doesn't do any additional damage is the problem, but I've got a few other things too. So there you go, I got lots of zombie meat from him. This one is my hot potato. You can do fire aspect on it, and just, he was already dying. I thought I set it to night, but I might have done day. There we go. And then I can kill these guys. Like, this potato lights them on fire, which is pretty awesome. And then this cake actually has knockback. So, just funny stuff. This might be something that Dinnerbone will take out, though. He said please try not to break it too much, so he knows of this issue, and it might not be in here for long. But for now, it's just a funny way to enchant a lot of weird stuff that we wouldn't normally have enchanted. So, back to the books, though. It's kind of a cool. It's definitely a cool way to enchant your stuff without losing what you would normally have. Now it's night, so I'm gonna get into the fireworks. Now here is what they look like. If you get one from the inventory here, I already forgot where they are. Here they go. So that if you get one and just shoot it off from creative, it doesn't really do much. It doesn't explode. Goes up a little bit. Some smoke. Here is how you craft them. You're going to need gunpowder, a firework star, which I'll get into, and a piece of paper. Now to extend how high up they fly, you add more gunpowder. Now let's go into the fireworks star, because this is important now. I should just set it today until we're ready to shoot these guys off. So the fireworks star, you can choose any type of die basically, and then you're going to need some gunpowder. So it's pretty simple. Say I want to make a red firework. I'll grab some extra dye too just to show you. I'm just going to take my dye and my gunpowder, and there is my red fireworks star, and it defaults to the small ball look to it. Now if you want to add a different trail to it, just put another dye in. So now it's set to, it'll explode with red, but it will trail off to orange after. So that's pretty cool. We'll make one of those. And then, don't need that anymore. So to make the actual firework, now I will take gunpowder and piece of paper, and then you just put these, as I showed you before, with your new star, and there you go. You can make your firework. It has a flight duration of 1, but if I want to increase that, I can add gunpowder. There's 2 for 2 and 3 for 3. That's how high that they have. That's the limit to what they can do. Now you don't want to stack these, because if they're all stacked, it won't count as more duration. You just have to put them separate. So let's get our firework with our red shot and our orange trail, and I can show you how they look. This is going to fly pretty high. So let's do this, and here it goes. Bam. It's kind of small because it's just a little orange ball. The sounds are going to be added later, and Jeb said you're not going to need a new snapshot to get those in, so they'll be added in soon. Now that's a little bland, so let's go into some of the effects that you can add. Now these are the 6 current effects. You can have it twinkle with glowstone, have a little trail off with a diamond, very expensive. Burst has with the feather, it'll just burst into a thing. Yeah, it bursts anyways, but you know. Star shaped with the gold nugget. You can do a larger ball with the flame charge, and then any of the mob heads. It doesn't have to be the creeper one. We'll do a creeper shaped one. So I will show you all of these. I want to show you the different heights though. I have this set up to show you these. Now the red one here, I'm going to try to switch really quick. It's going to be red for the shortest, yellow for the mid, and green for the other one. Oops, I switched to the wrong thing. Hold on a sec. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, red, yellow, green goes very high, so you can see how high they go. They trail off a little. It's pretty cool. Now I'm going to do a little fireworks display here by just setting up this dispenser. I have it rigged up here. We're going to set it to night, and we're just going to have a nice little fireworks display for you guys. And while I do that, I always set it to day, because who wants it to be night usually? I'll talk about some of the bug fixes. Let's just shoot off these fireworks a little bit, and you can see I did a ton of different variety. Bam, 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 bam. There's the star. You can see the trail there. There was a creeper face in there. You can there's a large ball. Lots of different stuff. You see in the creeper face up there. I can launch a creeper face one if you guys want to see that, because that's got the most unique look to it. I just got to go grab a creeper face one, but pretty cool. You can set up some crazy fireworks displays. These are definitely expensive though, is the problem. As you saw, they use a lot of gunpowder, a lot of different materials, especially if you want the trail one. You're going to be using a lot of diamond on these, but they are really cool. I just shot off a couple on accident, but yeah, they are pretty cool. There's the good shot of the creeper one, as you can see, but I will craft a green creeper one while we're talking here really quick. So some of the bug fixes, this has a lot of bug fixes in them, and some of the bug fixes we've got are, I'll make it green with a red trail. So there's stuff like you would drown if you go into creative mode, or if you're underwater in creative and then you come out of creative underwater, you would drown. That's something they fixed. That's good, because I have actually encountered that. It's like you still suffocate underwater. It's strange. Let's do a big old, I'll do it middle so that we can actually see it. So here's our new firework made with the creeper face, and I can show that so you can get a good look. It's going to be green and then burst into red. Bam, bam, bam. Oh wait, maybe I just did green. I forgot to put the red in. But as you can see, it does a cool creeper face. Pew! They overlap and look a little strange. I'll just fire one. Some of the other bug fixes, the Wither used to be able to destroy his Wither star with his own blast, so they got rid of that. One thing that is kind of cool, if you hold F3 and push B, you can see the hitboxes of stuff, which means if I put an enemy here, you can actually see where you can hit them. As you can see, like the zombie, the very top of his head doesn't have a hitbox. I can kind of trim it down there. It's strange. But one thing that people noticed was that before, invisible enemies, you used to be able to see them with this hitbox, even if you couldn't see them. So they took that out. Now invisible enemies are invisible, and you can't cheat to do that when you're doing PvP and stuff. But that is mostly it. There were a lot of other little bug fixes, nothing too major. I think I'm going to end with a firework display. If you have any questions about these, it's probably kind of an overload. That's how I felt. I made this little picture, and when I was messing with fireworks trying to see how to do them, I definitely felt a bit overwhelmed. But there's not too many effects. There's just 6, and just all the different colors. It's so funny that fireworks are just for show. They're one of the, like, least useful things in the game other than just for aesthetics, but they put one of the most in-depth systems for it, so it's kind of crazy. I'm going to leave with a crazy fireworks display. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Just keep shooting them off, and I will see you guys next time for another snapshot. Goodbye.